One of the longtime top pollsters for the Republicans, that is Frank Luntz, you're seeing him right there, is now raising alarm bells as we cruise towards the midterm election, saying the Republicans have a lot of problems on their hands, none bigger than the perception of their stewardship of the economy. He tweeted this: America is losing blue-collar jobs, something that last occurred during the early pandemic and the 2008-9 Great Recession. Employment across trades and industries is down 123,000 jobs since early 2025 and has declined nearly every month since February. Well, that's crazy because that's a lot of months. What's the constant across every month since February? What did we have since then that we didn't have before then? I'll look it up. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT. My brain don't work no good. But anyway, yeah, this isn't good. And this is the exact opposite of what Donald Trump implied his economic policies, and in particular his tariffs, would have. Isn't it strange that Joe Biden was better for blue collar jobs than Donald Trump? And not just Donald Trump, but unrestrained Donald Trump. Donald Trump with a friendly House of Representatives, a friendly Senate, an overwhelmingly friendly and corrupt Supreme Court. He has all the power, he can set the agenda, and the agenda is bye-bye blue-collar jobs. That's what we're seeing here. And it's not just the tariffs though. That's what I tend to focus on, but Frank Luntz says tariffs are hurting blue-collar employment by raising the costs of manufacturing inputs. Immigration raids are disproportionately hurting the construction sector. Cuts to industrial policy subsidies have helped push factory construction down more than 8% over the last year. The administration's desired blue-collar boom is not happening, quite the opposite. Well, what do you know? Tariffs being bad, immigration raids being bad, if only somebody had warned us. But also, what do you know? Not the government thinking it doesn't have to support industries or whatever, also bad. And if there was supposed to be any positive result, despite the pain of the tariffs, what was it supposed to be? Factory construction here in the United States, right? Because like you're not gonna wanna make your stuff over there, because then if you import it here, it's really expensive. Better to build it here. They're not doing that. That's actually not working either. And that is producing an American public that is way more pessimistic about a lot of things than they were even just a year ago. So if you take a look at this, this is the positive prediction percentage of the American people for different categories. And so you can see the change from last year to this year. So will we have full or increasing employment? The American public are 18 points less likely to think that will happen. Will taxes fall? They are 14% less likely to think that will happen. Side note, I actually disagree with them. I think there's every reason to believe they will pass another tax cut bill this year. But regardless, economic prosperity down 14 points. China's power will decline, down 13 points. Political cooperation down 13. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. They don't even think the stock market will rise. And that's one of the few things that has actually happened, mostly because of the AI economic circle jerk going on. In any event, falling crime rates, they're a little bit pessimistic about that. More or less free of international disputes, down 7. American people, you're gonna wanna update that number a little bit. Have you been paying attention to what's been going on in our hemisphere? But anyway, people are really negative, and it's not just regular people, it's Republicans as well. So Sharon, I want your thoughts. We're gonna put up this last chart, and you can see Republican pessimism is on the rise even more than the rest of us. Maybe because they're mostly catching up to us, but what do you make of it?
People have every right, and they should be even more pessimistic than the chart dictates there. When you talk about losing blue collar jobs, we're never gonna get this time back. It's not gonna return to quote unquote normal. And for a lot of people, normal wasn't that great. This is done. The more we allow this to continue, this bizarre world of his, where up is down and right is left, and it's topsy-turvy. It's just Cirque du Soleil on crack. The more we allow it, it's never gonna return to a life that we even have anything to root for, to work for, to strive for. You should be really pessimistic, not hopeful. And I never give up. I love to be hopeful, but I don't know what you would be hopeful about as long as this guy is allowed to just do his dance.
Yeah, and people aren't, and his base in particular aren't. Side note, Cirque du Soleil on crack, I'd watch a little.
It might be kind of good. It should be good.
Cirque du Soleil fan, actually. Most people don't know that because I'm not arty or whatever. I do like Cirque du Soleil. In any event, yeah, people are negative, and that theoretically has some consequences, albeit belated. Particularly, this is a midterm election, and you know how like you always hear that in the midterms the party in power loses seats. What about when they're like actively effing over their voters. Right now, this is what the generic congressional vote chart looks like. And so right now the Democrats have a pretty strong lead, not quite as big as they had maybe 6 weeks ago. And we'll see what, the imposition of the American empire has on all of this, but things are not looking good for the Republicans. We still have the ACA subsidy fight that's gonna happen. The jacking up people's insurance costs is gonna happen. And so just bear that in mind. And I see the comment saying the whole show is negative. Well, do you know where we broadcast from? It's America and it's 2026. Hey, the polls are bad for the Republicans. Am I not merciful?